The shape of the chabil is from a 1 liter small jerry can that usually people carry from Yamunotri or Gangotri as Ganga Jal or Yamuna Jal. They will not address it as Yamuna, they will always say Yamuna Ji.
We have this kind of tower structure made of bamboo, and it's projecting a video of the Yamuna onto the floor, onto the ground.
Here I'm standing, and once there was water below my feet. I wanted to remember, literally join together again, memories of pleasure, memories of joy, psychological, emotional associations with water, and most importantly, cultural memory. I've tried to create an immersion experience.
What one can hope to do with a project like this is set an example of a new way of thinking about a place for the people who are in the community. If people can come during this 2 weeks to this place out of curiosity, seeing what's happening here, maybe then they'll start incorporating it in their path again.
If you are being brutal with people or with nature to get to a certain point, is this the way of natural evolution? The only two vultures you see in the city are in this Natural History Museum, and they're stuffed in diorama. We have taken extinction to be part of our lives. Tigers go, cheetahs go, elephants are going, honeybees are going.
When you come into the public realm, you kind of cannot anticipate what is the kind of response that is going to be. While on the other hand, when you do something in a gallery, it's a very esoteric, aesthetic, kind of a setup. So you more or less know what is happening.
ऐसा हर किसी दिन गिर जाएगा जो स्थिति है। बड़ा खंबा रोड अंडरग्राउंड है जी। हमारा बिहार सुरक्षित है, ना कहीं पे फ्लाईओवर है ना अंडरग्राउंड है, हम सुरक्षित हैं।
We still have a notion that public art means you put a statue on a pedestal or in a roundabout and that's public art. There were these murals that were done by Satish Gujral and all, but they kind of just were sticking something, on the building at that time. And in India, maybe for the last decade, artists have found very, very different ways of expressing themselves. The kind of very strong visual look is important for the public to feel. There's no complex theory about it. It just is that there are water bottles and the delight of seeing them, 10 feet by 60 feet, 10,000 of them.
In a way, I wanted to shift perception of our distance or proximity to the Parliament and present the question, which I'm presenting the question to the Parliament, which actually addresses the whole question of progress and the meaning of progress. This tree, which is there in the middle of this triangle, there is a relationship between this little spot and all the protests that take place here. The tree has images from many of the forest regions, many of the resistances that are taking place. We've had the police themselves coming in here, reading, sitting, communicating, talking about their own villages. For me, in a way, this space therefore becomes special and sacred.